Hello, fellow heroes. We are less than a week away from the launch of the DPH Hero Collective Mastermind community. I am so excited to be able to interact with you, and I hope to see a few more of you there. Go to dentalpracticeheroes.com for more information. Membership plans. Why don't you have one when it's so stinking easy? Seriously, though, why don't you have one? If you're like me, you probably put it off way too long, and it really only took like maybe an hour of prep to set it all up. So this episode goes out to Dr. Bill Hall of Mountain View, California, who writes, how did you get over 500 people signed up on your membership plan? So that's what we're talking about today. Hey, if you want me to do an episode about something, send me a message, dentalpracticeheroes.com. But let's get into it. You are listening to the Dental Practice Heroes podcast, where we create dental practices that are ran and driven by the team, affording us the freedom to practice less, stress less, and make more money. Hi, I'm Paul Etchison, author of 2 books on dental practice management, dental coach, and owner of a $6 million group practice in the south suburbs of Chicago. I want to teach you how to create a team-driven practice and achieve early financial freedom so you can have more time to do whatever it is that you love. Let's get started. So today, I want to talk about membership plans. If you don't have one at your practice, you need to have one. Just trust me. I put this off for an unreasonably long time, and it just always seemed like I didn't know enough, or I didn't have the right forms, or I didn't know the legal stuff about it. I didn't know how to maintain it, or just sign people up. I didn't know how to code it in the system. And when we finally made the decision that we were dropping Delta in the future, we decided that it was something that we just needed to figure out how to do. And we went and I searched for information, and it wasn't that hard. And we didn't need to hire a company to do it. And we didn't need to hire somebody to maintain it. We just do it through our own stuff, through our own practice management system. So I really think this is a necessary part of going insurance independent. But knowing what I know now, I should have done it regardless of what we were doing with Delta, because it's just like the patients just like it. There's just a value to it. And I never saw that before, but there's something really valuable about having a membership plan. Okay, just so you know, I want to announce that coming up at the end of the summer, I'm going to be releasing and starting a community membership plan. This is where you can interact with me, Dr. Henry Ernst, Dr. Stephen Markowitz. We're going to be doing webinars. We're going to be doing Q&As. We're going to be doing hot seats. Also going to be sharing all of my training videos and new stuff, get access to all sorts of documents, as well as like some other benefits and stuff too. So I almost have this ready to roll out. I'm so excited about it, but I plan on rolling it out in August. And everything I'm going to be talking about on this episode pertaining to the membership plan, I will be giving away for free. If you go to my website, dentalpracticeheroes.com, and you sign up for the mailing list, I will send you all this stuff. So don't email me for it. Go to the website, sign up for the mailing list. One of these days, I'm going to start sending out like a more newslettery thing, something like that. But I promise I'm not going to spam you, and I'm not going to sell your email to anybody. I just want to drop you a line and say, hey, every now and then, you know what I'm saying? So just sign up for my list, and I will get you all these documents that I'm going to mention in this podcast. And you will also be the first to know about the community and getting a great deal on that when that's ready to go out. And we're going to be calling that the DPH Hero Collective. And I want to create just a space where we can all help each other grow our practices as businesses, as scalable businesses, so that we can cut back and really enjoy our lives. I think that's what Dental Practice Heroes is about. And that's what I want to make the community about. So first, why would you want a membership plan? So think about this. Why would you want a membership plan? Because it helps with patient retention. It helps retain your cash patients. They have a reason to continue to keep coming to your practice. It helps attract cash patients. Who wouldn't want more cash patients? Patients that are on the plan spend more money than patients that are not on a membership plan because they see that they're getting value. And it keeps the patients in your practice because they have this recurring thing that they need to keep coming back for. They want to get their value they paid for, so they come in, they get their teeth clean, and it helps them stay healthier. So here is what we did with our cash patients before we had the plan. So if you were a cash patient at Nelson Ridge Family Dental, it was $129 every single hygiene visit. That included all the x-rays, the exams. And if you were a kid under 18, you got the fluoride included in there too. And we chose to do it that way because we wanted it simple. I like simple. And I used to hate it when we didn't do this way. And patients would be like, oh, you know what? I don't want the exam. You know what? I don't want the bite wings today. I want to save money. So when you piece everything out like that, people are going to give you that because they want to save the money. They don't see the value in, oh, I want to get these x-rays. You want to pay $40, $50 for the x-rays? No, not really. I just want my teeth cleaned. Don't really care if I get an exam either. So you wipe that whole option out of there if you just say, you know what? It's this price and it's for the visit. So membership plan or not, you need to have a coupon like this at your office. You need to have, this is our new patient special. This is our recurring like hygiene special, like a hygiene recall visit. And this is our special for an emergency exam. Because I can't tell you how many times, like I did my phone training. So I did my phone training and it's on my website. You can check it out. But I listened to phone calls and I can't tell you how many times a patient would call and say, hey, I've got this toothache. How much would it be to get it looked at? And the person would be like, it could be, sometimes they'd be like, oh, hold on, let me go find out. It's like, dude, why do you have to find that out? It's an easy answer. And then they come back and they're like, well, it could be like anywhere from like $80 to $250, depending on what kind of x-rays and how many they take in the doctor. Take the confusion out. Guess what, dude? All of the x-rays, they are included. You know how much it's going to be? It's going to be $129. You know how it's going to be if we take all these x-rays and do all this other stuff? It's $129. That's all it is. So you can't skip it. So just you got to have a price for that because that is a common question. I heard it on so many phone calls. And people just lost patience. They overwhelmed them with like, well, how much is it? Why can't you tell me how much it is? Well, here, it depends on what kind of x-rays they're going to take. And then the person would follow up with, well, what kind of x-rays are they going to take? And how much are those? And it's just like, dude, just make a price and just stick with it and make it easy on your team. Man. Okay. So I was getting a little worked up there. Make that. It's going to make it easier for you to convert patients. And remember these cash patients, man. I mean, they're VIPs. When our costs go up, when labor costs go up, when supply costs goes up, if you have a cash patient, you can adjust those fees. It's not like the PPOs where we're like kind of just bound to charge whatever the heck they want. So you know what I mean? They're good patients. You want to make it easier for them to come in. So I think if you want this to be legal with insurance law, and I am not an insurance attorney. Don't ask me. I have no idea, but this is as I understand it. I'm just sharing my experience. I think to make it legal, you have to make it a coupon. I don't think you can charge less than you say you're going to charge. I think it has to be a coupon. So get your prices straight. What it costs to come to your office as a cash patient. We used to charge $129 for every visit. We would charge $69 for emergency visits, but $129 for a new patient, $129 for a recall exam and cleaning and all that stuff. And we would also give these cash patients, we'd usually give them a discount off of the fee schedule as well. And that's how you saw us at our office if you didn't have insurance. It was simple. It was easy. Peasy lemon squeezy, man. We wanted it to be easy. We wanted it to be easy to talk about and wanted the patients to be able to understand it. And we were just giving it away. There was no loyalty. There was no membership plan. There was no feelings of specialness or that they got an extra value. It just was what it was. And that's how we did it. Looking back, I feel like the price was too low. We were charging $129 and we wanted to charge $300 a year for the membership plan, which is what we ended up rolling it out as maybe 2 or so years ago. So what we did is we eventually increased our visit for a cash patient non-membership plan to $199 per hygiene visit. And then we increased it to $219 per hygiene visit. So it was like for just a little bit more money, you can get 2 cleanings and you get all these benefits and all this value and you get unlimited x-rays and stuff. So this is what you get. I'm going to go through. This is what you get on our membership plan. So people are wondering, how do we get so many people on the plan? I think we made it so it would be stupid if you were a patient not to be on the plan. I mean, you would literally be paying too much money. And if you were a team member of mine and you weren't sharing the benefits of this plan with the patient, you would kind of like maybe feel guilty because they could pay a lot less money. They could get way more value. So there's such a stark contrast at my office that we've created with our pricing structure between being a cash patient, non-membership, and joining our membership plan. So if you don't have insurance, you might as well join the membership plan. And I don't think you have to call it a membership plan. You can't call it insurance. That's another legal thing there too. At Dental Practice Heroes, it's not just a podcast. We also offer coaching. Myself, Dr. Henry Ernst, Dr. Stephen Markowitz, and the 4 members of my leadership team are all there to help you have the best practice possible. If you are thinking about taking your practice to the next level, please go to dentalpracticeheroes.com and see what options we have that will work with you. We are happy to do a free consultation to help you decide or just help you talk through what might be the next steps for you. dentalpracticeheroes.com. So here's what you get. You get 2 cleanings. You get unlimited x-rays, unlimited exams, unlimited emergency visits. And let me explain why it's unlimited. Okay, you get 2 cleanings. That's a given. I mean, that's obvious. Unlimited x-rays, of course. Unlimited x-rays. I don't care if it's cone beam. I don't care if it's this or that. You know what? It's electricity at my office. It's all digital. It's unlimited. Now, unlimited exams. Why did we go with unlimited exams? Because most people would say, well, you get 2 periodic oral exams included and you get 1 limited exam. So you get 1 emergency exam. Okay, so then we started saying, how are we going to keep track of that? And then we just decided, I don't want to keep track of that. Just say it's unlimited. If we have 1 patient that's like coming in like every week just to shoot the shit and say hello because they want to get a free emergency exam and they just want to talk to me, I will address that 1 outlier situation with that patient. But to make it simple, you know what? We're just going to say it's unlimited. You get unlimited emergency exams. You get unlimited exams. I will come and do your exam 2 times in 1 day if you liked it. Well, I probably wouldn't do that, but you know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to abuse that. So just say it's unlimited. Stop using so much language. It's easier just to say unlimited exams. Just do it. Okay. You also get 20% off of all treatment. You get 50% off of dental sealants. So you're essentially just prepaying $150 a visit. You're getting 2 cleanings and then any emergency exams and all that. So essentially, I mean, the plan pays for itself if you just get minimal things. And now you're part of the NRFD crew, man. You're a member. So we give them the terms and conditions, and we give another sheet that shows the savings of certain procedures. And I'll just kind of go through a few of them here. Like, so it says like 3 surface filling, price without plan, $385, plan price, $308, savings, $77. You get a crown. Our cash fee is $15.59. Our plan price is $12.47. So, I mean, just the savings you would get on 1 crown would pay for your plan for the year. So, I mean, scaling, it pays for itself. Like all I did was I took like 10 codes and I just put it into a Word table. Also included, if you sign up on the website, I'll send this as well. So we just made it easy because it doesn't need to be that complicated. And like I said, it's that complication. I was making it more complicated than it needed to be. It didn't need to be that. So then we give them a flyer. It's decorated nice. It's on some nice paper, just the stuff that feels good to your fingers. I like that stuff. You know, it's a good paper. Right now, we're charging $300 a year. Next year, we're going to increase it, and we're going to increase it every year after that. Now, I know that you're like, man, $300, that's really cheap. Remember where we came from. We came from $129 a visit. So we couldn't like be like, hey, here's this membership plan. It's so great. It costs more than you were already paying. So sorry, patient. So we had to start at a lower thing, but we wanted to get people enrolled. So how did we transition this? Here's what we did. We let people know that the next time we were going to see them, that the cleaning was going to cost $200 instead of $129, and that they could sign up for a membership plan. It's $300 a year. Here's all the things that it includes. And then when they came in, that's what we did. And if they were pissed off about it and they didn't want to sign up for the membership plan, we said as a team, we'll let them go one more time. If somebody's upset, just be like, you know what? We will let you pay the old price one more time, but next time this is what it's going to be. Now, we also bonused the front desk on it for every person they signed up. So they were motivated to discuss it. And like I said, we created a pricing system that it was, if you didn't tell the patient about it, you're kind of like not being all that solid to them because it doesn't make sense not to be part of this plan. If you're going to come to my practice as a cash patient, you need to be part of this plan. I think the benefit of the membership plan to the practice is the retention and the value, as well as the marketability you get if you want to like start marketing towards getting cash patients. And not that we do that. We don't really give a big push for that, but we could. It's not so that someone signs up for this membership plan and then they forget to use their cleanings and you get something for nothing. That is not the benefit. The benefit is like, hey, I'm in the club, man. I get value. This is where I go. And they're telling friends about, hey, I don't have insurance either. They got this great non-insurance cash plan or membership plan. You should go to Nelson Ridge Family Dental. So do we use a service? One of these people that manage it for you. This is how I feel about the services. I was going to have, a patient fill out a form and then we have to type it into one of these online websites. Like we already have all their information. I don't want to do that. And then they take like maybe $15 a year from somebody or something to manage it. There's nothing to manage. It's one charge that happens once a year. Now, do we do monthly payments? You can. I don't want to. We want to bill it annually. So we got to set it up. It's auto drafted. The patient gets an email before it renews. We don't do monthly. We don't let them prorate it or refund it. We don't let them transfer it. This is all in the terms. You can't transfer it to another person in your family. You can't get it refunded. If you cancel it for any reason, like you let it lapse and you want to restart it, you've got to pay a $50 reinstatement fee. So that's so somebody doesn't just be like, okay, I don't want it. But then when I sign up for my cleaning, then I'm going to sign up for it again and they get a few extra free months. So we kind of created all these situations so that people can't do this. And then we checked our fees and we created the membership fee schedule and we more or less just treat it like we would a PPO. There's no coverage for any of the procedures. So like when we put in the category percentages, we put 0. And when it prints out a treatment plan, it just says like, here's our fee. Here's your discounted fee because you get this discount. So I want them to see that on the treatment plan. It's just like our in-network patients. It prints just like that. So how do we code it? We enter in dummy codes. They're $0 so that we can still put the codes in the chart. We'll still have something to attach a note to. That's about it. So here's how we talk about it. Here's how we sell this thing. And like I said, mostly it's about creating that pricing structure where it just makes sense. But there are the benefits, which are listed on this flyer, and it's the information that we give to the people. And I mean, just listen how great this sounds. I mean, you know what a pain insurance is. It's such a pain, right? Listen how good our membership plan sounds, okay? No yearly maximums, no deductibles, no claim forms. Oh man, no claim forms. That's awesome. No pre-authorization requirements. I don't even know what that is. A patient might be like, I don't know what that is, but it sounds awesome. No health questions. Man, we don't care if you're healthy or not, man. We signed you up. No pre-existing condition limitations. Man, everybody knows what that means. Man, we don't have it with this plan. There's no limitations. No one will be denied coverage. There are no waiting periods, aka immediate eligibility. The day you sign up, you are eligible. Man, this just gets sweeter and sweeter. And then the last thing we put here is free consultations because I'm going to do free consultations anyway, right? I don't care if it's a benefit. You got to get part of the membership plan. So that's about it. They sign up, they sign the term sheet, we build the code, we set up the auto draft. That's about it. No need to overcomplicate it. It's just not worth it. And now I said on my last podcast that we had like 500 people. I did check that. We have like 470 something. So I did exaggerate a little bit, but I was going on just like what was in my brain. I wasn't going on an actual number, but we're pretty damn close to 500. I have a big practice. So like, if you're like, I can't get that many people on mine, like, remember, my practice is like really, I mean, there's 4 GPs there. So like we have a large practice. So for us to sign up like 500 people in 2 years, I mean, I think it's awesome, but I don't think it was like we did anything magical. It's just, we created the situation where don't come to my practice and not sign up for my membership plan, bro. Like it makes sense to sign up for the membership plan. You don't have to. You don't have to do that, but you'd be kind of be dumb not to. So that's it. That's how we do it. So don't sweat the details. Look up how to do it. Maybe search if there's any special laws or something like that. Don't pay anyone to manage it. Just do it. It's not that complicated. You got to figure out how you're going to make it as easy as possible and then just sell it to your patients. And if you're wondering how my front desk presents it, I asked one of my team members, Miss Karina, I said, Karina, what do you say? And she said, well, do you want to know? And I'm like, well, yeah, say it. And I'm like, then she told me, I'm like, can I record you saying that? And she said, yeah. So she let me record her saying this, and I'm going to play it for you now. This is exactly the verbiage that she uses. And I'm just going to close out the episode with it. So check it out. And thank you, Miss Karina, for doing this for all the listeners. And we will talk to you next time.
We do offer an in-office membership plan that would be $300 for the year, but that includes your 2 cleanings, any exams or x-rays that go along with that, unlimited emergency exams throughout the year, and 20% off any treatment that's not cosmetic or with a specialist. Would you like to take advantage of that today?
Hey listeners, don't miss out on our exclusive content available on our website. You can download 11 insightful videos, a comprehensive webinar on building a team-driven practice, essential dental membership documents, and the must-have Big Book of Dental Analogies. Head over to dentalpracticeheroes.com now and start elevating your practice today.